Half-Life 3 rumours at Gamescom. The gaming community has been left buzzing with renewed speculation about the potential release of Half-Life 3. Especially with Valve's attendance at Gamescom this year. Valve's return to the Half-Life series happened in 2012 with Half-Life Alyx VR game, which reignited hopes for Half-Life 3. But we all know that Valve cannot do threes. And I know they can't do threes because I did not get Half-Life 2 Episode 3. I've been waiting over a decade for that, Nigel. And they left with a really cool thing which had a crossover with Portal and a ship called the Aurora. And then there was the death of, I can't remember his name, Eli, who was like one of the people who originally helped out Gordon Freeman. And it's, you know, Valve's presence, you know, it sparked the rumors like, hey, you know, we're going to have Half-Life 3. So it's like, oh, really? And then some pillock with an app listed it down. I think this has nothing to do with Half-Life 3, everything to do with the fact that someone somewhere just listed Half-Life 3 down because they wanted it to happen. They were hoping that Valve might break and do something, but no.
No.
Yes.
Valve do not do threes. They haven't made a third engine. They haven't made Portal 3. Half-Life 3, obviously. Team Fortress
Left 4 Dead 3.
Left 4 Dead 3. None of those are in the works, as far as we know. They don't do threes. You never know. Maybe they'll do engine number 3 and then go, surprise! Threes for everyone.
This is the thing. This is the thing. You're talking about threes for everyone because if I hear that there's a Source Engine 3 coming out, then I will believe that Half-Life 3 is coming out because that's what they'll use to sell it. And they'll need to make sure it goes across all the platforms, yeah? So it needs to make sure it runs on PlayStation, Xbox Series. I know it would be very heavily PC focused. But at the moment, when it comes to like games development, Unreal 5 is eating their lunch. And they're even trying to chew into the Steam marketplace with the Epic Store. Mm-hmm. And given all of that stuff and the amount of money that Epic make from just V-Bucks alone in sodding Fortnite, yeah, it's one of those things. I think we've been long overdue Half-Life 3. I think it's bollocks, and one of the reasons I think it's bollocks is that Gamescom have already done this before in 2012 when they misled a load of people with a Half-Life 3 mention. Yeah, and then the organisers had to come back to everyone and say, no Half-Life 3. It was an accident. Yeah.
I think it's just Gamescom being Gamescom. Like you said, they've done this before. So it's like the boy who cried wolf. Nothing in it, mate.
It's the what do you call it? Do you know the conference that called Half-Life 3?
Yeah. And the time that Valve actually do want to announce Half-Life 3 eventually, one day, maybe. And Gamescom will say, Half-Life 3, everyone will say, you're talking rubbish, mate. That's not true.
No, what
don't believe you, mate.
In the old days, you know what happened? It was Edge Magazine. Remember Edge Magazine?
Yeah.
It was the snazziest, nicest produced magazine of the lot. It had all the showcases of the games. It would start off and you'd have a picture of a near photorealistic face, half in light and half in dark, with Gordon Freeman. Yeah? And it would turn around and say Half-Life 3. That's how they do it in the old days. These days, I have no idea how you'd release that and make it as big and bold and make that statement when you come to release it. But I'm in the category that it might as well be Aliens. Bapstar pick a story, which is the problem is man sees aliens and they probe him in the field.
That's the real story here.
In the wrong place.
Or the right place, if that's what you're into.
And if you're wondering where Bapstar is, he's in a field being probed by aliens. And on that...